Hello, my name's Helen. This is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hellspell, hello. My voice, honestly. I'm starting to wonder if I'm ever going to get my normal voice back. For those of you who don't know me, I've had a kind of virus thing, which apparently they're calling the boomerang virus because it keeps coming back. So today my voice is very husky. I forgot to put the lights on, hold on. That's better. And yeah, so I don't normally sound quite so deep and sexy or just plain weird. So just a quick video for you today. It's Florence and Fred, which is the clothing brand in Tesco, which is a big nationwide supermarket over here that sells lots of stuff apart from fruit and veg and, you know, groceries. But they stopped online deliveries a few years ago, which is a real shame actually, because they do some really nice homewares as well. But I haven't got a big superstore near me. And so I was on the Next site and I saw that they do Florence and Fred. So I've selected a few pieces from there. They're quite, I mean, a couple of them I noticed when I got them out are quite kind of autumnally. So, you know, it's a lovely summer's day here. But, you know, to be fair, in this country, we have far more less hot days than hot days, don't we? So, you know, hopefully there'll be something there. I also wanted to say thank you. I'm always saying thank you, aren't I? But, you know, I do appreciate everybody and everybody's comments. All the congratulations on our baby grandson. He's absolutely beautiful and doing really, really well, thank you. They're still in their happy baby bubble, which is just a joy to witness, really. You know, they're very privileged. My son's been able to take a couple of weeks off work, and so they're really like a really tight little family unit, which is just glorious to see, and a very privileged position to be in, as I tell them all the time. When I was having our children, because Rob was self-employed and we didn't have a lot of money, he only had one day off for each baby. And my mum, bless her, I mean, she was quite young when I had Katie. She was only 49, I think, 50 maybe, with a 12-year-old daughter of her own. So, you know, we kind of almost overlapped. Well, not overlapped, but you know what I'm saying. She still had children when I started having my children. And so there's 12 years between my younger sister and my eldest daughter. So that's lovely. They've always got on very well. And in fact, when my little sister, you know, when I had the baby, she used to spend every weekend at our house. She's always loved babies, and now she's got 4 of her own, although they're all big babies now. Anyway, that's enough of that. I have to show you this. I know I wore it in the last video, but this is, Hattie's so proud of herself. She made this bracelet for me, and I've been wearing it all week, and she's so chuffed that I'm wearing it. And a lady in John Lewis said, oh, I like your bracelet. But anyway, it's pretty, isn't it? You know, it's her own design and everything. I mean, when she made it, it was big enough to get on an elephant's foot. It was so huge, but we managed to make it small enough that it doesn't drop off my hand. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Hattie, because she's very proud of herself. She's very good at crafting and everything else. I put this little necklace on today because I've got the blue and white on. This is another one of Mounir's. It's pretty, isn't it? Little heart with a couple of little beads. I think there's a turquoise and pearl of some description. Anyway, I just thought it was delicate and sweet, just like me. Yeah, so I was saying I've got this Tesco haul and Florence and Fred haul, I should say. And I've actually discovered a really lovely Tesco that's not that far from me, really. So I might well take a jaunt out there in the near future and see what they've got on offer in the actual store, because I would imagine it's more than they've got in the, and it's probably faster moving than they've got in Next. So I'll crack on with that. I'm about to cough, so I'll stop there and start with the clothes. So this is the first dress, and this is 100% polyester, and it is £38. I know it's polyester. We've established that I don't think summer dresses should be made of polyester, but outside of that, I don't mind too much if it's what I call a nice polyester. I don't know if that makes sense, but this has got, it's got a really lovely weight to the fabric, I have to say, and it's an unusual colourway, isn't it? It's got this lilac, cream and tan stripe. It's got like a turn back cuff effect here, or I know I see some of the young girls, they wear them all like droopy down on their wrists, but I don't think they have to do the washing up ever. But you know, it's fine either way. It folds back quite neatly. It's absolutely fine. It's an 18, no choice on length. It's got the placket here, and then these tiny buttons, which were a right faff to do up, I have to say. And then it's got this kind of asymmetric tie that comes from here. I mean, it fits fine, but if I were keeping it, I would stitch down the buttons that go, you know, because when you sit down, if you move, you so easily tear those buttons open. So if I were to keep it, I would do that. I probably won't keep it because I just don't have need for this dress at all, and I have to be more judicious in what I keep because I've got too many clothes. That's it. So it's a shirt dress, obviously, and it's a good length on me. I'm 5'6", and it makes a change, doesn't it? Makes a change to have something that's not tiered or frilled or anything else. It's a smart dress. I think it looks rather nice, actually. I like the pattern, I like the colours, and yeah, I think for the money, it looks more. You can see how this, you know, it's got some design feature to it, hasn't it? As in, you know, it's not bog standard. So you've got this one fixed here, and then this one comes from here. So you could just wear it like that and maybe just pop a little pin in there to keep it. And it's quite good, you know, for if you've got a bit of a tummy, because it kind of hides that area. So yeah, I like it, and I didn't expect to like it. So that's always good, isn't it? But anyway, I know you'll let me know what you think. So good. Now this second dress is pure linen, and it's a wrap over, a proper wrap over. But because it's not got a full skirt, you haven't got that issue of, you know, I hate when, I mean, it wraps over really nicely here, I must say. You know, plenty of room. It's an 18 again. Everything's an 18. I'll just say that off the bat. And it's £42. It will crease a lot. I mean, I've had to give it a little rub over at the front because the facing was sticking out and I couldn't try it on for you guys like that. And it's got a nice long sleeve again. I mean, it is linen, but you know, it's kind of a smart linen dress. And I always, you know, I know you're not supposed to, but I always put some starch on linen when I'm pressing it so that even when it's creased, it's not kind of a untidy crease. That makes probably a bit bonkers, but you know what I mean. Love the colourway, love this orange. I will be able to link all of these products, I think. They're all still in stock as far as I'm aware, or they were when I ordered them, so that's something at least. Yeah, it's a nice link. And it's not tiered, it's not full. It fits really nicely. Obviously, you know, you're going to see some leg there, but not overly so. I've got my Chub Rubs on, which, you know, I'm always very aware, like, you know, if you've got a slit or anything, to see where they end and the slit starts. I mean, it would have to go some to show all of your leg, to show your pants, but you know, here's what it is, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, I think that's quite successful, to be honest. For all the ladies who are sick of the frills, sick of the tears, sick of the puff sleeves, these are some quite nice summer options for you. Don't know what you think. I'm quite impressed, to be honest with you. And I didn't expect to be, so that's always good. I've got another dress, I think, to pop on, so I'll do that now. I know I said autumnal, didn't I, when I introduced these, but the next two bits are very autumnal, but obviously these have all been quite summery. Now this is pulling here, but I have got the t-shirt bra on, which, you know, does make a difference in the size. So with a normal bra, I think that would be fine. It's not like, it's dirty. It's a dirty mark there, which wasn't me. But a little pin or a little stitch there. Oh no, it'd have to be a pin, wouldn't it? But anyway, you know, with a normal bra, I think it would be absolutely fine. It's an 18. It's got 3/4 length sleeves. It's lovely green and white pattern. Let me just check the price of it. £31, £31. So it's not bad, is it, for a pure cotton dress? Nice, crisp green and white. Give it a nice press up, maybe a bit of starch if you feel so inclined. It's got the nice diagonal pattern on the front, button through, pockets, always a winner. Fits fine, really, I'm sure. Like, as I say, with a normal bra on, I think that would be just fine. Nice, very smart. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with these clothes so far. What can I say? I think that's pretty good value. It's got a self-wrap belt, self-fabric belt, which is a bit of a pain. It's got these kind of 2 rings here. And I've tried to, you know, go through one and through the other, but they just kept flipping through. So there's a limit to how long I was going to do that. Yeah, so I'll say, I'll link everything below that hopefully is still in stock when I come to upload this video. So yeah, the next 2 are autumnally. So it's funny, isn't it? Because when it's cold, I have a job to strip off to put light things on. And then when it's lovely and warm like today, I've got to put like warm things on. But hey, it's my job. So yeah, I'll crack on with that. Now, I 100% expected to not like this dress. Like 100%. I got it out of the packet. I was like, oh God. It's polyester and elastane. And it kind of, it almost feels kind of like suedette. It's really kind of cozy. I can't describe it really. It's really, really, really soft. As I said, it is very autumnal. And this dress is only £25. And I think, you know, with a long necklace and some chunky boots, it is quite cling-tastic, but, you know, with the right underwear on, that wouldn't be a major, or probably just a slip, actually, a petticoat. Petticoat, that's old-fashioned, doesn't it? But I know when I was my first daughter's wedding, and the dress, I had it made for me, and it was made to measure, but you know, it just was kind of touching a bit more than I wanted it to, and I just got a slip, and it had a lace top, but I just cut the lace out so it came very low, and that was enough to just let the fabric kind of drape over me rather than sit on me, if that makes sense, because it was a very beautiful chiffon fabric, very, very expensive fabric that I've been lucky enough to have a friend in the trade, so he gifted it to me. So anyway, that's by the by, but sometimes a slip is all you need, and in the winter that's fine, isn't it? So I mean, I do look quite bootastic in this, but again, I have got this t-shirt bra on, which does make them look a bit like boulders. But yeah, I think, as I say, with some knee-high brown boots, I think this could look really quite elegant actually. I mean, it is clinging around my belly, but you know, that different underwear, or as I say, just a slit, could, even just a half slit would probably do, because it's not a split or anything. It's a really good length. Yeah, I mean, I am absolutely amazed. Just shows, you know, you have to try things sometimes, don't you? I never expected to like this dress on any level. I mean, I nearly didn't try it on. So there we are. I mean, I know that necklace is too dainty with it, but you know, with the chunky necklace, you know, some gold, big gold hoops and stuff, I think this could look really rather smart, to be honest. Yeah, so just goes to show you, doesn't it? I'm not expecting the next one to be as successful, I have to say, but it's fun trying, isn't it? And on that note, you know, the Deer clothes that I just tried on, you know, they were way outside of my comfort zone, and that's why I nearly didn't try the brand at all. But I'm really glad I did, because actually, after watching the video and influencing myself again, the black dress with the shirt top and the net skirt, I actually really like. And you know those big chunky black boots I got last winter that divided the audience, but I like them. I think that'd look quite cool. Get me. Anyway, that's the last dress, and the next is separates. So I'll pop those on and wrap up. This jumper is £39 and the skirt is £32. I'm not sure what they're made from, but I'm pretty sure it's all man-made fibres. So this is kind of a look, you know. This is Frankie Bridges, who's the really pretty young girl, that young woman that's on Loose Women Sometimes, and I think she was in, what band was she in? Was it Girls Aloud, or was it Saturday? Anyway, she was in a girl band, and now she's married to an England footballer, Wayne Bridges, and she always has sleeves like this. I mean, she said the other day she doesn't do any housework at all, so obviously, I really wouldn't need a duster, would you? Not sure that's the idea. I kind of like this look around here, and it's really warm, I have to say. It's really warm. I folded the sleeves back because obviously, I mean, you know, not too bad with the sleeves folded back, like. And then the skirt is pleather, plastic, imitation leather, faux leather, and it's in a tan colour. And again, I expected to hate it, and I actually don't hate it. I think with the right footwear and maybe boots or whatever, it would look nice. So I'll show you the whole look, because whittering on about it's not going to get you there, is it? So you can see it's a wrap over. I mean, it's a faux wrap, and I thought it wasn't going to do up. It's quite stretchy. So yeah, it's not bad, is it? You know, if I was at work again, I probably would, but I really hardly ever wear skirts in the winter, and I've got a few already. So you can kind of see the look, like the slim skirt with the baggy top, but yeah. Anyway, you know what? It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? All of this is a bit of fun, and it's quite nice to push your boundaries and see what's out there, really, and just try it, because it costs nothing to just try this stuff on. I mean, even if, you know, you go into the store and try it on and you know, just go with a girlfriend and have a bit of fun. So that's all of the clothing for today. And what else have I got to do? I've got a really busy weekend, so I need to crack on. It's quite funny because I've got two friends whose daughters are getting married, and I've got so much wedding stuff from when our girls got married, because, you know, I sorted the whole thing from as far as all the little bits and bob go. But you know what, ladies, I remembered this to tell my friend this morning, and I'll say it to any of you that might be planning a wedding or planning any big event, really. This was the best piece of advice that I read and that I've given to others, and that is, no one else knows what you were expecting. So I'm one of these people that I visualise the day, I visualise the table setting, I visualise the cake, I visualise the menu, I visualise everything, and I have it all up here. And you know, inevitably on the day, especially if your daughter's wedding or any big event that you are kind of responsible for, the chances are you're not going to have much time on the day to faddle around with all the little details. And for both of our girls' weddings, we asked a friend to help. And, you know, she was a friend that wasn't particularly invited to the wedding, but is very good at those practical things. And she set it all up beautifully. But it wasn't exactly what I had in my head. But of course, how could I get, you know, even with diagrams and everything, you can't really transfer that into someone else's head. So when we got to the venue and it wasn't exactly how I expected it to be, I just had to let go of that and say, am I going to let it spoil my day? No, I am not. And also, I worked really, really hard for the girls' weddings in particular. I mean, I did all the flowers for my son's wedding, and that was hard work on another way, but I didn't do the planning for that. So, you know, I didn't kind of have an expectation. But one thing I was determined was that I would enjoy the day. After all that work, all that preparation, all that expense, enjoy the day. Whether that's a wedding, a party, you know, a flipping funeral. Not that you're going to enjoy the day. But you know what I'm saying? Just let that go, because that's not important. What's important is being with the people you love and getting those memories of the day. So on that very profound note, I will say goodbye, and I'll see you all really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.